Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing, and we are going to do a chip in a chair long shot prediction. So, with the Derby coming up in just a couple days, by the way, if you see our guest host today, Oscar, walking in the background, um, I hope he doesn't do anything that's too crazy. Anyway, the chip in the chair long shot, everybody has their selections by now, or they're still looking, and most have predictions, and most are either predicting the favorite, journalism, or maybe a sovereignty or a Sandman, or they're really going for like a country house long shot or a mind that bird or something along that nature. So where do you fit in? That's the question. The way I feel about it's like the old adage, a chip in a chair. If you've got a horse in the race, even if you don't think that uh, he's fast enough, or others don't think that he's fast enough. Hey, if you get the right trip and things happen the right way, as we've seen with Mind That Bird, Rich Strike, you never know who might win the Derby. So this here is just real quick going to give you three horses that are going to be long shots that I think have a legitimate chance. Again, when those gates open, then anything can happen. There's going to be horses eliminated right from the start, and it could be journalism. It could be one of the other favorites. You don't know. So, make the best choice you can. But here's three horses that maybe, if you're using horizontals or superfectas or trifectas, that maybe you can consider. All right? And I'll give you my quick reasons. Number one, post position is Citizen Bull. Everybody's writing him off. For the most part, I wrote him off also. However, I look at it this way. If I run a line totally through his last race and just forget it, because sometimes you have to do that, then his numbers say he is absolutely a horse that can win this race by the numbers. Now, I understand that it looks like it's going to be a blazing, hot, fast pace, but you never know. There's been many times where all of us have watched races where we thought there would be a fast pace and there wasn't, or vice versa. So, it's going to play out how it plays out. But if I throw a line through that last race and he runs back to his other numbers, he could win, or he absolutely could hit the board. And I definitely think Baffert will have him a little more fine-tuned for this race than last time. Quite frankly, they didn't need it last time because they were in the Derby. So let's move on to the next one. The next one will be number 3, Final Gambit. A lot of people have talked about this horse. His last race to me was such a large jump. I'm not sure he can bounce back to another race that fast. But I will say this. He's bred to run all day. He's got the highest Tomlinson number out there for you old school players. And he comes every time. So he'll be moving. The biggest question is, can he handle the dirt? And can he run another race and not bounce after that huge race? But if the pace does set up and it is crazy fast, and closers are running at Churchill that day, there will be enough races you can see. Man, I tell you what, this horse can run all day long. So number 3, Final Gambit, is another long shot that I'm definitely going to use in horizontals and verticals. And lastly, I talked about this one in other videos, and for some reason I can't get him out of my head, and it looks like he really shouldn't have a chance by breeding, by Tomlinson number. But each race he gets a little bit better, and the thing that I like the most about him is he's tactical. So he doesn't have to be way back. He's definitely not going to be on the lead, but he can be in that mid-pack. And in my head, I keep seeing like a Mystic Dan run, although will the jockey give a Brian Hernandez bounce off the rail type run. Hi, buddy. Little Oscar over here. Just he's full of it today, isn't he? But anyway, I really believe number 16, Coal Battle, if he gets the right trip, he's just a good trip horse that can absolutely fill in your tries and your supers. And on Derby Day, if you look at the average superfectas, I think they're $500 or higher from the last piece I was reading. I apologize, chemo brain on occasions. But they're worth playing, they're worth trying, and there's always going to be horses like this that clean up. So this is my chip in a chair. If I'm an owner and I have a horse that can make the Derby and he's sound, I'm I've got a chip and I got a chair. I'm going to take a shot. So you never know what might happen. The little bit of buzz I'm hearing this morning, and again, I'm not trying to start rumors. I don't know if this is happening, but Owen Almighty is definitely getting checked out by the vet. I do know that. So we'll see. Baeza might be scratching in. But that's what I've got for today. I hope everybody does well in the Derby. Today is Thursday, May 1st, so there's some great racing over the next few days at Churchill Downs, and I'm going to enjoy it. I hope you do, and hopefully our wallets enjoy it quite a bit. Take care. This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing. We'll see you soon.